everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this Wednesday evening, July 2nd, 2025. I want to welcome you to the all 60s edition, Soul 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. It's our first show of the week on this the weather here has been kind of humid and hot. Not so hot today, but I hate this weather because I got to have the AC on in the back of me and it's blowing on my back. And it is a pain for your host, Johnny G. But welcome to the Vinyltreasure Show. We're here live on Oldies and More Radio. You can tune in on oldiesandmore.com. There's a player there, or you can tune in on YouTube. We are live on the YouTube stream. And we opened up with a request for a listener avatar in our YouTube chat room, as I cannot see my I printed it out. And it's small here, so I can't see it that well. But we opened up tonight's All 60s edition on Ed Wingate's Rick Tick record label out of Detroit, Michigan. This group was comprised of the Detroit Symphony, who we know today as the Funk Brothers, or at least they were known as the Funk Brothers. This was their first of four for the San Remo Golden Strings. Their first of four on Rick Tick. This did chart number 42 on Cashbox, 27 on Billboard. This was a big number one record in Detroit on WABQ. No. Number one record in Detroit and a number one record on WABQ in Cleveland, Ohio. From August 1965, that's the San Remo Golden Strings. Hungry for Love is the name of the tune, as requested by Avatar. I have all requests tonight, except for the first two records that I said, let me get some up-tempos, a lot of up-tempos tonight. But some fast records to start off the program here. As long as Johnny G is sounding good and okay, voice is good. Want no clipping? I heard some clipping on the recorded time. So those of you tuned in on Oldies and More Radio, Charlene, you can tell me because Charlene knows. She has it set at 52. But anyway, let's open up the vocal portion here and. This group. I didn't play. Charlene, did I play this record last week? I don't think I did. I did not. Did I play Jay and the Techniques last week? I'm just asking. But we're going to play it again. Okay. I think I played this, Charlene, last week. But we're going to do it again. So this is from December of 1967. I did read. What was the song that I played last week by Jay and the Techniques? Did I play this record as I go bonkers? Remember we talked about what group he was in? Was it Strawberry Shortcake? Just tell me, because I'll then put the other record on. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember, but let's just play it. December 1967. This is Jay Proctor on lead. Jay Proctor and the Techniques. This is on the Smash record label. This is their third release. I think I played this, but we're going to hear it again. December 67, Jay and the Techniques. I think, Charlene, we played it, but we're playing it again. Strawberry Shortcake to open up the vocal portion. Here we go. Sorry, folks.
Strawberry
Well, anyway, listen, I did play that song last week. I wonder, I think I switched it with Keep the Ball Rolling. That's what I did. Johnny G messed up there, folks. Listen, you can hear that. Listen, if you went out and bought the 45 anyway, I'm sure you played it more than once a week on that. But I apologize for that. But listen, that's a great record to hear twice anyway, I'd say. But there you go. That's the sound of Jay and the Techniques. Yes, Santi, the Pride of Allentown, Pennsylvania, December 1967. On the Smash record banner there, Strawberry Shortcake. And I think I told the story about my aunt's. She had the piece of paper in the glove compartment of the Bel Air, the 1959 Bel Air. I think that was it, but anyway. But I know I didn't play this next record. I think Tony Crosby likes this record in the UK. This singer, half of the duo, Bob and Earl. Now, Bob was Bobby Ralph and Earl was Earl Lee Nelson. But he would later record as Jackie Lee. Had 6 releases on the Mirwood record label. This was his first. It's a song he co-wrote. And this was a big hit for him also. We got to get the hits out of the way. And this charted number 14 on Billboard, number 13 on Cashbox, number 4 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned in out in Oakland, California to KDIA from September 1965. Mr. Jackie Lee on the Mirwood record label. And sometimes when it rains so hard here, everybody feels like they're a duck. So this is called The Duck, Jackie Lee.
Child, it ain't the jerk, no.
I like that song. And that record, I found that, it's fun to collect records when you have no, I don't want to say when you have no money, but that was a record I found at the Yonkers Raceway Flea Market. It's actually pretty cool because the person who owned, I got there early, And he had, but I hate these kind of stickers, though. You see this, because these stickers are going to tear the label. So can you see it? You see that sticker on there? This was his, or whoever this was. Actually, there's a name on here. I can't see it. Maybe you could see it. When I hold it up to that, I'll hold it up there. But this was his 11th record, okay? This was his 11th record, okay? And I got there, and they were all in nice shape, too. So that's how you want to get, that's how you want to find somebody's records for 10 cents a piece. All in order like that. With, it has that little, what do they call those things? They used to have like a little round thing on it, and you put this like plastic thing in, and you press it, and you go like, you can do numbers and you can number things, but you don't want to put them on your 45s because they're hard to get off. You got to like either heat it or whatever. You got to be careful with that. But anyway, that's a cool record, I'd say, from September 1965 there. Jackie Lee on the Mirwood record label, his tune called The Duck. I got to tell you also, folks, last week was a milestone show for Johnny G because we got up to 3,000 subscribers. I think we're at 3,015. I never thought I would get. I remember I was scrambling to get 500 to be able to come on to YouTube to do the video originally because they didn't allow you to broadcast unless you had. I think they changed it. But I ended up getting up to 500 subscribers, and then I came here on the video to do this thing. And there's so many people that tune into the program, found out about the program. So I did a show on Saturday. I got home too late. It totally messed me up. I went to my niece's graduation. Okay, she's going to the University of Oklahoma in the fall. So she had a graduation party. My brother put on a nice party. My parents went, so it was a good time for everybody. And but I hate driving to Long Island. It took us 2.5 hours, and I mean, I think I'm 30 miles away, but it was a horrible ride. Driving home was okay, and I said I was going to do. People contacted me, and they said, "Johnny, you're going to do something on Sunday," and I did. It's up there on the YouTube page. I took one of my boxes and I randomly played records. Of course, some people made some requests, by the way. So we're going to hear some of those on the Saturday night show. And John Engstrom got a request out of it. So he said, Johnny, that's one of the records I need, or one of the sides. But I was just testing stuff, And I came on too late because it was late by the time I got home and had to get everything all settled up. And I had problems with the broadcast here because when the PC shuts down, it changes my settings. It was just a pain. But anyway, I'm glad I did it because we had a big crowd. I think we had about 78 or 80 in the chat room. And I was just playing records. Some people didn't like it because I was just like testing them. And they were actually rating them. This is Lenny was rating everything 100, and other people were rating it 30 and 20, and I was going to take it off, but anyway. Johnny G, Losing Track of Time. Jackie Lee there, September 1965, song entitled The Duck. Now, every week it seems we lose another singer, and it was, I think Ron Harry sent me the email that we just lost Walter Scott Jr. He was one of the founding members of the Whispers, okay, that had so many great releases during their career. He was 81 years old. He died of cancer on June 26, 2025. And he formed this group back in Los Angeles, California in 1964, I think with... other group members, Frank Lark, Gordy Harmon, Ronnie Cook, and Bobby Swain. Well, I think Bobby Swain was in the Superbs too, by the way. A lot of these members of the groups, especially out in Los Angeles, used to intermingle with the other groups. But I have some of their, not all of their releases on Lou Bedell's Dore record label. They had 12 in all, and I'm sorry. So no, so anyway. She has 12 here, but and then she's got 9. So I don't know which one it is, Charlene. But this is their 4th release for the Dore record label. It's arranged by Ernie Freeman, and it features the the voice of the late Walter Scott Jr. He is on lead. And anyway, wait a minute. She's got here other members are brother Wallace Scotty Scott, okay, and Nicholas Caldwell, and Gordy Harmon, and Malcolm Hudson. Anyway, this charted number 13 on KGFJ, and you'd think it would out in Los Angeles, California, but let's go to August of 1965 now as we pay tribute to the late Walter Scott Jr., who is on lead on this cool tune from August 65 on Dore Records. Here are the Whispers, and their tune is called As I Sit Here. The Whispers.
And of the wonderful love we once knew, even though you've gone away, my heart's gone with you. And as I sit here, a tear begins to fall as I think of how you love me, yeah. Most of all, even though you've gone away, my heart's gone with you. I can see your face in all my dreams, and the way you smile at me when you laugh that day. But even though you hurt me so, I'll still take you back anyway. And as I sit here thinking of you and of the wonderful love we once knew, I keep hoping that you are thinking of me too. Sing think of no one but me, my love. Sitting all alone. I think of that love all the time. Sitting all alone. I need you so bad. I need you that love.
Yeah, that's the late Walter Scott Jr. on lead. Such a great voice there with the Whispers. August 1965 release there. That's on the Dore record label out of Los Angeles, California. The Whispers with As I Sit Here. As Johnny G sits here, I'm going to ask those of you that have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel to please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as we continue to grow this station. This is our, well, I should say this channel. This is my first of 3 shows here for this week. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm kind of behind a little bit, but tomorrow I'm doing a special. I called it a 4th of July show. It's up there. You can check it out. I'm playing songs from the 1950s and early 60s and some different styles of music too, by the way, that have red, white, and blue in the title. And I tried to keep it to colors of the flag, but I did that. So I think I didn't try to use blue as like being depressed. So I left it as the color blue. So although there might be one thing blue, but I don't know, maybe. But I tried to hold to that. So there's a slew of records that I was able to find. Couldn't find many in the mid-1960s, but I did did find a lot in the 1950s with color. Red, anything red, like My Girl Is Red Hot, things like that. But I'll play those tomorrow by year, beginning at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, at 1 to 4, and then we'll be back Saturday night for the 50s show. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request for listener Emnon, who was in Iceland taking photographs, but we fill this request for Emnon. This group was Army-based soul group. They originally got together in the Bay Area. The members were Robert Coleman, James Gregory, McHenry Otis, Daniel Sanders, and Melvin Williams. And they had this release on Avery Andrews' Vardan label, which is out of Maryville, California. And this one produced by the label owner, R.V. Andrews. This is from April of 1965 by request for listener Emnon. Let's give a listen to The Emotions. The Emotions on the Vardan record label. A tune is called It's called Do This For Me. The Emotions.
We've been in the service now, friends will always be. You're going back to our hometown. Do this for me. If you see my girl, yeah, do this for me. Tell her that soon, very soon, your face I'll see. Will you do this for me? Do this for me? Do this for me? Don't tell her I love her. Oh no, I'll do that when I write. Tell her to pray. Yeah, make it home all right. Will you do this for me? Do this for me? Do this for me? You're such a lonely boy. I'm so lonely. Such a lonely boy. I'm so all alone. Such a lonely boy. I'm disheartened 'cause I want to go home. If you see my girl, yeah, do this for me. Tell her that soon, very soon, your face I'll see. Will you do this for me? Do this for me? Do this for me? Do this for me? Yeah, do this for me. Tell her I love her. Do this for me? Yeah, do this for me. Just tell her that I'm coming home. For me? Yeah, do this for me.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Emnon there. That's the sound of The Emotions from April 1965. Featured it on the Vardan record label, song entitled Do This For Me. And Mark Speck mentioned it, that they would change their name to The Lovers. And in December of 1965 on the Gate record label. But the A-side, I think, is a different. This is the I think it's a different cut on there. No, this is on that Gate label, which I do have, by the way. And it's the same group that recorded for the Philips label too. And I think also they had one on in '67 on Frantic and one on Minute as the pace setters. And I think Mark mentioned that also. But Emnon requested the flip side of this 45 also. So let's go listen to the flip side. I think I got this from You know who this was from, this record? Does anybody know a Mad Mike? Anybody know Mad Mike out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? What is the a radio station he was on? But he used to play oldies, okay, and records when they were coming out. And I'll show you this was his record because look on the label here. You see, I bought this from Doug Hanners, okay? He ended up getting a bunch of the records from his widow when he passed away a number of years ago. But you see what he says on there? Mad Mike Good Radio. You see what he says? Because he used to have an ear for the radio here. But let's flip the 45 over here because Amnon also requested the flip side. So let's flip it over and let's see if Mad Mike was correct. Let's flip over that Emotions. The Emotions with the song called Do This For Me. You get this tune on the flip side. It's called A Love of a Girl. These are the Emotions for Amnon from April 65. So what do you think? Do you think that is considered good radio? I think it's considered good radio. There you go. By request for listener Amnon, that's those are the Emotions, a.k.a. the Lovers, from April 1965. That's on the Vardan record label, Love of a Girl. Prior to that, for Amnon, we heard Do This For Me. Well, do this for Johnny G. Give me a thumbs up if you dig what you're hearing on a Wednesday evening right here on YouTube and Oldies and More Radio. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Mr. Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. I had this here for a while to feature. We're going to feature it early in the program because we don't want the copyright police to come out here. But he requested this singer from Dawson, Georgia, talking about the great Otis Redding, and he left us much too soon, he did. He was only 26 years old, but he would never experience a number one national hit, at least while he was living, but he did have a number one record. That song called The Dock of the Bay came out on the Volt record label. That was a big hit for him. But let's give a listen to this tune from February 1966. This was his 11th of 19 releases put out on the Volt record label. This is a cover tune. This tune was done by the Rolling Stones, in 1965. This tune written by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. This version charted number 31 on the Billboard chart, number 4 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on WDAO in Dayton, Ohio. It's going out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room, February 66. Mr. Otis Redding on the Volt record label, and his rendition of the tune, Satisfaction.